candidate key. See here in first example 1. In example 1, see this is a RDBMS table. This is a RDBMS table. See, in the RDBMS table, there are three attributes or fields. There are three attributes or fields: SID, student ID, CID, course ID, and fees. There are three attributes or fields: SID, CID, and fees. And there are four records or tuples: one record, two record, third record, fourth record. There are four record or tuples. See here, SID values, field SID, attribute SID values are unique or not. SID values are not unique because in first record SID value is S1, in second record SID value is also S1. So SID values are not unique in each record. In first and second record SID values are same. Similarly, in the second attribute or field CID, in the CID attribute or field course ID, it's this field value. This field value is also not unique. See here, C2, C2 and C2. Second record, third record and fourth record, these three records have the same CID value. Understood? Why it is like this? See here, student can enroll many courses. Student can enroll many courses means student can enroll many courses means same student can take more than one course. Same student can enroll in more than one course. Here, student S1 is enrolled in course C1 and student S1 is also enrolled in course C2. Understood? Student can enroll many courses. That's why for the SID attribute or field, its values are not unique. Understood? And see, course can enroll by many students means same course can be enrolled by many students. Same course can be taken by many students. See here, course C2 is enrolled by student S1, course C2 is also enrolled by student S2, and course C2 is also enrolled by student S3. That is the reason the CID field values are not unique. Understood? So SID alone cannot differentiate each records uniquely. SID alone cannot differentiate records uniquely because this record and this record SIDs are same. So SID alone cannot differentiate records uniquely, and CID alone also cannot differentiate records uniquely because for these three records CID values are same, C2. So CID alone cannot differentiate records uniquely. But if we take SID and CID together, these two attributes together can uniquely differentiate records. Uniquely. See here, for this record, SID and CID are S1, C1. For this record, second record, S1, C2. For third record, S2, C2. For fourth record, S3, C2. Means, for any two record. For any two record of these four records, no two records are same. Understood? For any two records, if we see SID and CID value together, for any two record, if I will see SID and CID value together, they will not be same. They will be different. For example, for first record S1 C1, no other record has the same S1 C1. For second record S1 C2, no other record has the same S1 C2. For the third record S2 C2, no other record have S2 C2 except this record. For the last record S3 C2, except this record, no other record has the same SID CID, that is S3 C2. That is, SID and CID attribute together is able to differentiate records uniquely. We can differentiate records of this table uniquely using SID and CID together. Understood? That is why this table name is enrollment table. Enroll table. Okay. See here in example 2. In example 2, this is EID attribute, employee ID. This is employee table, EMP, this is employee table, and this is employee ID. EID means employee ID. And on the E1, employee ID is E1, E2, E3 and E4. E1, E2, E3 and E4. Employee name is ABBA. Date of birth, PAN. Employee PAN number is X5, null, means this employee has no PAN number. X8, employee E3 PAN number is X8 and employee E4 PAN number is null, means it has no PAN number. Aadhaar, IFSC and account number. See here. EID for all records. This table, employee table, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 attributes or fields. First attribute is EID, second attribute is ENAME, third attribute is DOB, fourth attribute is PAN, fifth attribute is Aadhaar, sixth attribute is IFSC and seventh attribute is account number. See here. And employee table has 4 records. 4 records. See, in EID attribute or field values are distinct. Is distinct. In E1, E2, E3 and E4 means EID attribute can differentiate records of the employee table uniquely. Understood? देखो ENAME attribute ENAME means employee name. Employee name, two employee can have the same name, so it cannot differentiate records of the employee table uniquely. Two employee can have the same name, so employee name cannot differentiate the records uniquely. So ENAME cannot differentiate the records uniquely. A, B, B, C. See here, two employee ID E2 and employee ID E3. Both have the same name. Employee name are same. They are different employee, but both employee have the same name. They have different employee ID, means they are different employee, but both employee have the same name. B and B. So, understood? Date of birth, PAN number. Employee E1 has PAN number X5. Employee E2 has no PAN number. That is why it is written null. Employee E3 has PAN number X8. Employee E4 has no PAN number. That is why it is written null. IFSC, Aadhaar number. PAN number, see here, PAN number can also differentiate records uniquely because every employee have a different PAN number. No two employee can have the same PAN number. Every employee have different PAN number. So PAN number can differentiate records uniquely, means every record has unique PAN number. So PAN number can differentiate records uniquely. Understood? Aadhaar number also can differentiate records uniquely because every employee has unique Aadhaar number. No two employee can have the same Aadhaar number. Either employee will not have Aadhaar number, or if he will have Aadhaar number, it will be unique. No two employee can have the same Aadhaar number. So Aadhaar number can also differentiate records uniquely because different records have, every record will have unique Aadhaar number. Understood? IFSC code, see here, in the same bank account, more than one employee can have account number. So IFSC number alone is not unique. IFSC number alone is not unique. See, SBI 101, SBI 101 means same IFSC number, means same bank branch. SBI branch has two employee E1 and employee E2. So IFSC number alone cannot differentiate records uniquely. Account number alone cannot differentiate records uniquely because, see, account number 101, two records have the same account number, but these account numbers are in different bank branch, different branch of the bank. These same account number are not in the same bank. These different account numbers are in the different bank, So this account number alone cannot differentiate records uniquely because this record and this record have the same account number. So it alone cannot differentiate record uniquely. But IFSC code and account number together can differentiate records uniquely. IFSC code and account number together can differentiate each records uniquely. Understood? No two records can have the same IFSC code and account number. Understood? So see here, EID can differentiate records uniquely. PAN number can differentiate records uniquely, Aadhaar number can differentiate records uniquely, and IFSC account number can differentiate records uniquely. So now see what is candidate key. Candidate key means minimal set of attributes which can differentiate records of relational schema uniquely. See, understood? Candidate key means minimal set of attributes which can differentiate records of relational schema uniquely. Understood? It has two constraints, minimal attribute set, and second constraint is attributes values unique. See here. Attribute SID and CID together can differentiate records uniquely. That is attribute values unique. SID and CID, if we take together, these attribute values are unique for each record. This constant is satisfied here. And see this constant minimal attribute set. If this SID and CID is two attribute, if I remove one more attribute, let's see, if I remove SID, from CID alone cannot differentiate records uniquely because these three records have the same CID value. And if I remove CID, then SID cannot differentiate records uniquely because these two records have the same SID S1. So SID and CID is the minimal attribute set. From these two attributes, we cannot remove any attribute. If I will remove any attribute from it, either I remove SID, either I remove CID, then it will not differentiate records uniquely. So it is the minimal attribute set which can differentiate records of the relational schema uniquely. So it is called candidate key. Candidate key means minimal set of attributes which can differentiate records of relational schema uniquely. Means minimal attribute set plus attribute values unique. So SID and CID is the candidate key. SID we underline, we put underline below the candidate keys. Below the candidate keys we put underline. See here, SID and CID is the candidate key, that is why we put underline below it. So it is the candidate key. In this example, see, EID is the candidate key, PAN number is the candidate key, Aadhaar number is the candidate key, and IFSC account number together is the candidate key. A loan IFSC is not a candidate key, and a loan account number is also not the candidate key, but IFSC and account number together is the candidate key. Understood? See here, e-name, employee name is not candidate key because two employee can have the same name. So employee name is not the candidate key. It cannot differentiate records uniquely. But employee name cannot be null. Every employee will have some name. Employee name cannot be null. So integrity constraint for e-name is not null. See here, not null is an integrity constraint. Not null is an integrity constraint means e-name value cannot be null. E-name value cannot be null. Employee name cannot be null. No employee can have, every employee will have some name. Understood? So see here, null denotes unknown या unexisted value. Null means कि unknown or unexisted value. See here, PAN employee E2 has no PAN number means unknown. Here employee E2 PAN number is unknown or unexisted value. Null denotes unknown या unexisted value. And not null constraint means not allowed null values over attribute. E-name is not null constraint. Not null constraint means employee name field value cannot be null. Not allowed null values over attribute. Understood? Now see here, simple candidate key and compound candidate keys. In the employee table, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 candidate keys. See, this candidate key has one attribute. This candidate key has one attribute. This candidate key has one attribute, and this candidate key has two attributes. So what is simple candidate key? Candidate key only one attribute. If in the candidate key there is only one attribute, then it is called simple candidate key. And if in the candidate key there are two or more attributes, it is called compound candidate key. Means candidate key with two or more attributes is called compound candidate key, and candidate key with only one attribute is called simple candidate key. In this example, there are two attributes in the candidate key, so it is a compound candidate key. This is a simple candidate key, this is simple candidate key, this is simple candidate key, but this is compound candidate key. And not null is the integrity constants. Candidate key is the integrity constant. As we studied earlier, integrity constants means the restriction. The restrictions to maintain data integrity means to maintain consistent data, to avoid incorrect data, to avoid inconsistency, to preserve integrity constants. We use integrity constants. Thank you.